All right. Hi, welcome you guys. We are from FYFP with Smiley's Rescues, second podcast. I have Sam joining me. She's one of our board members and long-term volunteers. So, Sam, can you talk about what our topic's going to be about today?
Absolutely. Today we're going to talk about how to do your first time cat introductions. So if you're going to be bringing in a new cat into your home and you already have an existing pet or two, how that works and the best ways to accomplish that.
Yes. So Sam has done this quite a bit, probably as a little bit less often than I do, maybe, of having to get cats to get along in first-time cat introductions, but she is one of our Gold Star fosters that has to get cats to socialize with her personals. Sam, are you comfortable sharing how many personal cats you have?
Absolutely. We have 4 personal cats, and then we usually at least foster 1 at any given time.
Perfect. So that is 5 cats she has to get along total. So I tell people it can be done. It's every cat, in my personal opinion, can get along with every cat. You just have to have manageable and adjustments and everything. Every cat responds to everybody. Now, when I say get along, I mean they don't all have to be best friends, and they're not all going to be best friends. Not everybody in the world is best friends. Okay, cool. Not everybody in the world is best friends. Not every cat is going to be best friends, but we're more goal orientated towards just being able to get along.
That peaceful cohabitation.
Yes. Peaceful, that's exactly what I was trying to think of and I couldn't think of it. So, peaceful cohabitation. So can you explain to me a little bit more? I will kind of go towards the rescue side in a minute, but can you explain to me what your first steps are when you bring a foster cat into your home?
Absolutely. First, you have to realize that every cat is going to have a different personality, and you have to understand the situation from their points of view. So when you bring in, let's say, new little kitty, this is going to be a whole new experience for them because they're being transferred from one location that they may not be that familiar with into a brand new location. Just imagine if you were dropped somewhere in Thailand, let's say. You'd be a little bit freaked out too. So the biggest thing you want to do is to set aside their own personal area that they can have to decompress. Just like if you go somewhere new, you're going to have that little bit of stress of where am I? What am I doing? I'm not sure of everybody's routine. It's new smells, new noises, just a whole new environment for them. So what I do that seems to work best is we have our own separate bedroom that we are able to put a new cat into. They have, floors been vacuumed or swept, so it's kind of a new, fresh environment for them. And give them time to decompress. A cat's not going to usually be all gung-ho and like really showing their true awesome personality right away. It's going to take a while. They may go into a little hidey hole to hide for a bit until they can get their bearings. That's perfectly normal. Please let them. Don't force them to come out. Leave some food and water out for them. Make sure they have their litter box and they know where it is. Cats are smart. They know what to do. May not be the most graceful, but they know what to do.
Yes, and one of the things I love too when I have new cats in the rescue or in my household is schedule feeding, just because they look to me for companionship then with that food, and I'm not a food source in the sense of that they want to eat me, but like I am who they rely on as far as their food goes. So it allows them to bond with me a little bit better than if I were just to leave food out, so that way I can keep track of cats eating. It's very important that cats eat every day. We don't want them missing a ton of meals or anything. I will say that statistically in our rescue that I will have the older cats will try to miss a meal when they first get surrendered to the rescue or when they first come to the storefront. If they miss a meal, it's not the end of the world as long as I know that they're eating. So it's something that's why I schedule feed here. When we're in the storefront right now where we currently have 7 cats that all get along with each other. We have a brand new kitty in the storefront who's a little hissing, but hissing and is completely normal. That is how cats establish dominance. That's how we find out how they get along and everything like that. And that cat Elvira is in charge here, and she knows. And everybody else has more of submissive personalities. The biggest person that I rely on as far as cat socialization is actually Jackson Galaxy. and his YouTube channel.
Yes.
He has a book called Total Cat Mojo that I absolutely love. I can put the link on the bottom of this for our YouTube listeners. Absolutely wonderful information. I know that his channel on YouTube is super informational as far as looking up specific topics, but anytime we have an adopter who is struggling to get their cats to get along right off the bat, I say go back to the basics of working on slow introductions, separate litter boxes.
Yes.
Cats really enjoy having their own litter box, so that way there's not any bathroom issues, because I don't like to clean up bath issues out of the litter box, so I can't imagine anybody here does either. So
No.
yeah, basically kind of how our system works here at the rescue is everybody medically, regardless if they're up to date on everything when they're surrendered, has to start in our quarantine facility. There are things that are not vaccinations and not spay and neuter that the cats can have, as far as parasitics, Giardia, which is another parasite issue. I know it's the yuckies is what I call them. Coccidia, ringworm is something that cats can get. So I just like to make sure that they are approved, medically cleared as far as that goes. Once they are done and I've cleared them and our vet has cleared them, they get to either move into the storefront. If we have FELV cats that we intook, they move into the FELV facility, or they move into a foster home. So yeah, the cats at the storefront, how I get them to get along here. The newbies, we have 2 separate rooms in here. The newbies start in the back. The newbies start in the back. Regulars start in the front, and then I swap them. So we do scent swapping here. If you don't know what scent swapping is, it's where, for example, in your home setting, if you were trying to get your cats to get along, one cat would start in a bedroom, bathroom, laundry room. Your household cat gets free range, and then after, I would say, about 2 to 3 days, you swap them. So we put the new cat in the rest of the environment, so that way they can scent swap each other and get smells before they actually see each other. Then another tactic I use is feeding on opposite sides of the door with the door shut. So you feed them opposite sides of the door. If your cat likes wet food, they get to... He's falling asleep. This little guy's falling asleep. They get to eat and share a meal together, and it's more of like a bonding experience. And then another tactic I use is bonded play, where they both get to play string toy or laser toy, and nobody's having competitiveness as far as that goes. So that way they're more distracted by the toy. Many times don't even realize the other one's there. So yeah.
And most often when you do start introducing animals, expect there to be a little bit of hissing, even like a few playful bops. As long as there's no claws and blood being drawn and everything, it's not a bad thing. Imagine if you or your significant other just brought home another person into the house, you'd be a little bit like, hey, who's this person? I was here first. Cats are essentially just doing the exact same thing. So they have to figure out where they are in the hierarchy, and usually the new cat tends to be on the bottom of the totem pole, so they need to be reminded of that.
And reminding your existing pet too that they are important.
Yes.
And I always say the rule of thumb when introducing cats to dogs is cats are always in charge, because they're littler and more apt to getting injured or hurt. So always being careful. But we would do, I have that on our list of ideas to do another slow introduction as far as that goes. All right, thanks guys. We're going to go ahead and end this podcast. If you want to go ahead and visit our site and everything for the next show, we'll see you next week.
Bye.